The question is, which iPhone is right for you? Do you buy the new iPhone 16 Pro? Do you buy the new iPhone 16? Or are you going to go for an iPhone 15 Pro Max or Pro? Because if you are thinking of going for an iPhone 16, you might be better off going for an iPhone 15 Pro. Yes, that's the case. It is very, very hard to decide this year on which iPhone you get. And the other question, from which iPhone do you upgrade? If you have an iPhone 14, do you upgrade? 15, do you upgrade? 14 Pro, do you upgrade? In this video, I will answer all of those questions. What's up, Lollipop? My name is Joe, and in today's video, we have a very, very hard decision to make which iPhone to get. Well, there are two types of people. There's the regular people and the people who think they are pros, but they're not pros, but they're gonna buy the iPhone Pros. These are the two people. That's it. Me, I'm a pro. I'm actually using the iPhone 15 Pro Max to record these videos, and the sound, this is connected directly to the phone, so I'm actually using it what it's for. Jokes aside, which iPhone is for you? You're debating on getting the 16 or the 16 Pro. Let's define that first. I truly doubt that you would need everything in the 16 Pro, but if you do need something, that's the 120 Hz display, better battery life, and the extra camera. These are the main features or the main differentiators. So if you want a telephoto camera, you want the USB 3 speeds, you want 120 Hz, then this phone is for you. And maybe higher capacity. If you wanted the 1 TB version, then the Pro is for you. If no, let's say these things do not interest you so much, so you're thinking of getting an iPhone 16. Well, think again, because I'm going to show you how similar the iPhone 16 is to the iPhone 15 Pro. And here we have the comparison website. We have the iPhone 16 and we have the iPhone 15 Pro. The size of the device and the screen is the same, 6.1 inches. Now, what you don't have in the iPhone 16 is the ProMotion technology, which is the 120 Hz refresh rate display, and you don't have always on. So that's 2 points straight for the iPhone 15 Pro. In the iPhone 16, you're getting the A18 chip, and in the iPhone 15 Pro, you're getting the A17 Pro chip. Now, let me tell you something. The A17 Pro has one more core in its GPU. It's almost identical, these two devices, in terms of performance. So there's not much of a difference. Between the A18 Pro and the A17 Pro, there's a 15% difference. So it's nothing. It's true, with the iPhone 15 Pro, you do not get the new camera control. Yes, that's something that you'll be missing, but you will be getting an extra camera. So you will be having a telephoto camera. It's something to think about. So you're going to have 3 times optical zoom. All devices have the action button. All devices have great video capabilities. All devices have spatial videos, even though Apple doesn't say spatial videos on the i15 Pro, because you can do spatial videos. Spatial photos on iPhone 16, okay, great. Photographic styles, I don't know how much you're going to use that. Actually, it's the latest generation on the 16 and not on the 15 Pro. Apart from this, you got the dynamic island on all of them, you got emergency SOS and crash detection and everything, and you have a better battery life with the 15 Pro Max. As you can see, USB 2 speeds with the iPhone 16 and USB 3 for the iPhone 15 Pro. Again, better in almost every way except for the charging, because wirelessly you can charge your iPhone 16 up to 25 watts, while the 15 Pro you can only charge it with 15 watts, but it's a slight step back. In my opinion, what I suggest, if you are thinking of an iPhone 16, think again. Go for the iPhone 15 Pro. I think overall it's a better decision. You're gonna feel more pro. You're gonna feel more quality in your hands. But of course, Apple removes the iPhone 15 Pro from their lineup, so you need to buy it from third-party or authorized resellers, because they want you to buy the 16, which is very much similar in some aspects inferior to the iPhone 15 Pro. Only go for the iPhone 16 if you want the camera control. Otherwise, go for the iPhone 15 Pro. So now that we've addressed which iPhone you need, do you need the Pro? Then go for the iPhone 16 Pro because of the reasons. If you want the 16, consider the 15 Pro before. And if you really want that camera control, yeah, then go for the 16, but you're sacrificing screen and battery life. The question is, which iPhone should you make the jump from? Is it the 12? Is it the 13 or the 14? Maybe even the 15? This, I feel, is an idealistic scenario where you want to go to iPhone 16 or 16 Pro. I'm gonna put iPhone 16 Pro here because if you wanna go for iPhone 16, then I just told you consider iPhone 15 Pro. You would like to jump from iPhone 14 Pro or iPhone 14. Both make a great case. Anything before that, you're comfortable jumping. So if you're on 13 Pro, 13, 12 Pro, 12, you can comfortably jump to the 16 series. You're going to have a lot of fun there. I think with the 14, we can start to think 14 Pro to 16 Pro, big differences. Screen size. You're getting a bigger screen with iPhone 16 Pro than on the 14 Pro or the 14. Always on display is almost the same. You're getting Apple Intelligence, which is an important thing. Also, you're having an A16 Bionic chip. A15 was part of the iPhone 13 Pros. And if we go check and compare what the A18 Pro is compared to an A15 Bionic, which was the 13 Pro, is 50% faster in GPU and 40% faster in CPU. Compared to the A16, you're getting 40% faster GPU and 30% faster CPU, which are good numbers. These are actually something that you might be able to recognize. Obviously, the 14s are not having Apple Intelligence, so they don't need to do all that on-device things that the iPhone 16 Pros are capable of. I think these numbers are something that you can already consider jumping from. So having a 40% or 30% increase can be good. But if we compare from the iPhone 15 or 15 Pro, you're getting a measly 15% increase in performance from year to year. That is not worth upgrading for, in my opinion. So if you're on 15, don't even think about it. If you're on 14 or 14 Pro, you have some reasons. You have some reasons in terms of design, because you're getting titanium instead of stainless steel. You're getting new buttons, actually two, because you're getting the action button and you're getting the camera control button. You're getting better cameras. Even if you're thinking from going from 14 to 16, think about going from 14 to 15 Pro Max. Prices are down. It makes more sense. Trust me. The 14 Pro was the first one who had Dynamic Island. 14 doesn't. If you go from 14 to 15 Pro Max, you're going to have the Dynamic Island. You're going to have a lot of benefits that the 15 or even 16 Pros get. And finally, switching from that Lightning port that you have. You need to switch from that Lightning port. Lightning is dead. USB-C is in. And let's not forget about battery life. With the 14 Pro, you're getting 23 hours of video playback. On the 16 Pro, you're going to get 27 hours of video playback. So that's 4 hours more. In terms of the iPhone 14, you're getting 7 hours more if you jump to the 16 Pro. So these are big improvements where it is worthwhile jumping from. Now, as I said before, jumping from the 15 series, you're not getting that much. From the 15, you might be considering, because you're not having Apple Intelligence. But Apple Intelligence is not ready yet. So if you don't jump now, if you don't pre-order the phone, you're not late, because Apple Intelligence is going to be something, I think, next year. Next year is when it's gonna, roll out and be very useful. So if you're waiting right now and you're on iPhone 15 and you just want to be part of this, wait a little longer. In January, when the iPhone stocks stabilize and the Christmas rush is over and it's gonna be available everywhere, you're gonna be able to buy it maybe on Amazon for a lot less. So that's your time to go from 15 to 16 or 16 Pro. But again, if you're on 15, think about going to 15 Pro. You sell your 15, put a little money next to it, you're on your 15 Pro. Apple Intelligence and all bells and whistles that happen in the Pro era you can have. So I think if you're thinking of buying a new iPhone and you want the Pro, then go for the 16 Pro. My opinion is, if you're on the 14 series, upgrade from there. If you're on 15, think of getting the 15 Pro if you want to save on money. If no, I mean, who am I to tell you? You can go for the 16 Pro or 16 if you want Apple Intelligence. But I think the 15 Pro is a better deal than the 16. If you're on anything below 14 Pro or 14, you can safely make the jump because it's going to be great.